So magnificent the structure, equally rigorous the journey. In the midst of clouds was created a history. Years of meticulous planning, the uphill battle in extreme weathers, a tireless workforce, and a strong ambition of making the nation proud are the ingredients into the making of a marvelous megastructure. Along with our Honorable Prime Minister's progressive vision and Ministry of Railways' able guidance, under the USBRL project, a project by Indian Railways and Northern Railways, executed by Konkan Railway, the world's tallest rail bridge between Kauri and Bakal in Reasi district of Jammu and Kashmir was pledged to the nation in August 2022. As the massive Chenab bridge stands tall, Konkan Railway Corporation Limited revisits the making of the masterpiece. Welcome to the journey of the mighty Chenab Bridge. After thoroughly studying the young and isolated terrains of Jammu and Kashmir, Chenab Bridge was conceptualized and structural design was devised. The steep slopes of the canyons, the unsteady quality rockland containing dolomite limestone, remoteness of the region and many such hurdles were successfully overcome in preparation itself. But the journey was yet to begin. The Phase 1 of construction constituted development of a dumping yard and dropping off loose boulders. Catch trenches were installed to avoid excavated debris from falling into the river. The construction of the 26-kilometer motorable road built for the equipment and materials to reach Chenab Bridge now contributes to the internal transport in the region, thereby bringing additional happiness and ease of living in the lives of many. But the transportation of long arch parts in such heavy terrain was still an impossible task. In order to overcome this challenge, an on-site fabrication workshop was built at the construction site. Thus, the preparation for a long journey was made. The geographical difficulties of the location made the top-down method crucial for slope stabilization, ensuring long-lasting safety of the bridge. The slope stabilization procedure was followed by the erection of piers. The tallest pier, being 169 meters in height, required a foundation as big as a football field. This pier holds the mighty Chenab Bridge and gives it the strength to stand tall amidst the clouds. Two auxiliary self-propelled cable cranes of 34 metric ton capacity were constructed over the two pylons built on both sides of the valley. These cranes were used to tow auxiliary ropes across these pylons. These auxiliary ropes were used for erection of piers, arch and trusses. When the long steel columns were ready, the steel deck was pushed on top of the columns. After this, a derrick crane capable of lifting about 160 tons was placed on top of the deck. The installation of the arch and construction of the deck was carried out simultaneously. The arch and arch segments of the Chenab Bridge were made from large steel trusses. When the next arch segment location was reached, temporary cables were installed to support the arch and the new arch segment was constructed on the free end. The superstructure was then supported by the large segment of the arch and so forth until the last arch segment was reached. The very last span of the arch and the elements of the key segment and the closure of the superstructure was done by the cable crane. Constructing the deck at a height of 359 meters above the riverbed with an overall length of 1,315 meters and the arch span of 467 meters were few of the difficult targets to be achieved. The construction of the Chenab Bridge involved fabrication of 28,660 metric tons of steel, 10 lakh cubic meters of earthwork and 66,000 cubic meters of concreting. Supported by 96 cables, the arch itself weighs an unimaginable 10,619 metric tons. The journey of Chenab Bridge was never expected to be an easy one, but the unwavering determination and unflinching commitment of every individual involved poured life into the progress of Jammu and Kashmir. The local businesses are expected to benefit on a much greater scale. The cultural exchange will be much easier, and the link between Jammu and Kashmir and the rest of India will grow even stronger. Hence, the men are still at work. Once the National Rail Service commences, once the train marches over the mighty Chenab Bridge, only then will the journey be complete. Konkan Railway, we serve.